Alright, good morning guys and welcome back to another video. So I have this fancy lens on right here because I kind of want to say something important, or at least important to me. So last year, going into the year, I'm talking about 2020, beginning in 2020, I had 6,000 subs and I set a goal for myself to reach 16,000 subs, which was to gain 10,000 subs throughout the year. Now, the only way to get there and to achieve that was like through hard work, making videos, a lot of fishing, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set another goal for this year. It seems like the best way to reach a goal is kind of putting it out there and maybe letting everyone know what you are trying to reach. So this year, I'm basically, right now I'm at 20,000 subs. Probably in the next day or two, I'll hit that 20K mark. And I'm gonna set the goal as 50,000 subs for the end of the year. Now, that is not going to be easy. It is going to be very difficult. Got a lot of videos to make, but good thing I like making videos. So we're gonna get started here, and we're gonna be throwing around a really cool bait today. I'll show you guys that here in a minute, but beautiful morning, and let's get started. All right, so check this guy out. This is the no live bait needed low mullet, and it looks exactly like a mullet. It looks amazing. But the company No Live Bait Needed is pretty much taking over a lot of fishing right now in the saltwater soft plastics industry. So these guys, this is a fluke, but they make another paddle tail and a giant fluke actually, and they are pretty much designed to catch big fish, whether that being redfish, snook, tarpon. I've seen even giant trout caught on this guy right here. So basically this is a fluke, and the way it works is you'll cast it on your mangroves, docks. You can use it in inlets, stuff like that as well, but this guy, I'm mainly going to use it in the docks and the mangrove areas. And the way it works is you throw it in there, you pull it out. If you work it quickly, it'll go on the surface left to right like a top water, like a spook basically. If you keep it a bit below the water and work it a bit slower, it'll dart left to right subsurface. Now this thing has the perfect action to turn on a big snook. It is not easy to catch big snook on artificial, but I think this bait will get it done. Now I'm not saying we'll do it today, but hopefully sometime this summer we'll be able to knock out a giant snook on one of these baits. So I will have a coupon code in the description, or I'll just have their website in the description. Then the coupon code is actually JM15. That'll save you guys 15% on their website. Now this code only lasts 48 hours, so get in on it. Their baits are super popular, so me dropping a code like this, especially when they almost never drop discount codes, we can only leave it out for 48 hours. So check it out, and if you don't have post notifications turned on, turn them on, because I'll probably be dropping some codes like this again in the future. So hopefully we'll knock out some fish. Let's get into it because the sun's coming up right now. Let's go, guys. Alright, so I think I've been seeing some tarpon right in front of me rolling right here for the past 20 minutes as I've been creeping up on them. Maybe not 20 minutes, but the past 10 minutes. I've been creeping up here, seeing a lot of those little rolls like this, and then the bubbles and stuff like that. So I'm going to creep up in here very slowly. Now, I'm not sure the size of these tarpon, but if they're over 10 pounds, I'm sure they'll be able to handle this bait, no problem. But we'll see if I can get one here. Oh, look at this tarpon, man. I can almost reach them. Make a long cast here. Oh, tarpon just whacked it and I missed him. Probably a 5-pounder or so, but definitely did not get the hook. Hit the tail. Oh, shoot. That scared the crap out of me. This is a small jack, but the way he opened his mouth, I was ready for that to be a big snook. Oh, first fish of the day isn't anything too crazy. Maybe a 5-pound jack. The dolphin here, but he's gonna go back in. Uh-oh. I think the dolphin's got him. Rest in peace, Jack. I just spotted a really nice red on the shoreline. Oh. He's on it. Yep, on it. Trying to eat it. Yep, nope, missed him. Missed him. There's 2, 3. There's 3 nice reds. They're fighting over it, dude. They were fighting it over. Oh, he's on it. Got him. Yes. Oh, man. That was not the big one. Oh, that was awesome. I know you guys probably couldn't see any of that, but 3 reds came down the shoreline. There was one that was bigger than the rest. He was chomping on it. I think that he was just getting the tail, and maybe I was pulling it out of his mouth too, but that one spooked off it, and then they met back up, all 3 of them, threw in front of all 3 of them, and then they were all fighting over it, but kind of pulling it out of each other's mouth until I finally stuck one. That was sick. Come here, buddy. About time. I've been doing a bit of sight fishing, really looking hard for fish, going, you know, hundreds of yards, not see anything, and then there you go, 3 reds all together. Awesome. He is in. All right, boys, first fish of the day right there on our no live bait needed a little mullet. Not too bad. That was a pretty cool experience there to have redfish fighting over a lure. That does not happen too often. Now, I most of the time don't see redfish in schools like that. Usually I'll see singles, so I never get that opportunity, but still really cool. This guy is probably only 22 inches or something like that, but check that out. How cool is that? So we're gonna go ahead and lay this guy back in the water here and keep going. So maybe I'm starting to get into some fish here. That's the first bit of fish I've seen in like the past probably 300-400 yards of going down the shoreline, but we'll keep it going. So let me check out this bait real quick. Yeah, I said earlier this morning, this is basically just rigged with a 5/0. I think it's called a swim bait hook is the terminology for the hook, and that's just how it works. When they saw that, they freaking took off for it. But had a couple snook early in the morning pop on the bait, as well as some little tarpon as well. Then we got that jack as well. But let me let's keep searching, guys. It's only what, 9:50 a.m. so I've only been fishing for about an hour and a half or something like that. Keep looking here. I want to get a snook. That's kind of what I had in mind for today. Snook, snook, and more snook. And of course redfish. Interesting. Oh, mega. I just missed him. I just pulled it out of his mouth. Oh, fish is looking for the bait. Sitting right here. I got too close to him. Giant snook. It's gotta see me now. Oh, there she goes. That's really tough. You guys can see that spook there. That was probably a 35-inch snook that I would twitch it and she would jump on it and miss it. Twitch it, she would jump on it and miss it. I mean, that was unfortunate. She chomped on it probably 3 times and probably just hit it short a couple times. I don't. She didn't inhale it. She wasn't that aggressive, but that would have been an amazing fish to hook right here. I mean, not an easy fish to land, but I'd take it. Have to probably be untangling her all in these mangroves, but That sucks. I was trying to keep the bait moving, but sometimes it's hard to tell if you should keep the bait moving or pause it for a second. When the snook are really hard on it, you know, it seems like almost no matter what you do, snook are just so smart. There he is. Not the one I've been looking for. That's 30 plus inches, but I will take that. Out of the mangroves. All right, boys, so this is the third fish of the day. We got a jack, a redfish, and now a snook right here. Maybe if I put him close enough to the camera, he'll look really big, but he's really probably only 18 inches or so. Crushed the little mullet right there. Go ahead and unhook him, and I'll take it. I've been seeing some big snook out here, and there's one right there, actually. All right, bud, here you go. Oh, that spooked me. That was sick. Woo. Picked up on that, went by one dock that I made a blind cast under, got whacked, and I was like, all right, next dock, I'm gonna be ready for it. That was sick. So that was an example of a topwater blow up. This guy is not very big, but no big deal. Probably about just a little bit bigger than the one I caught this morning. Pop that out of his mouth there. Whew. Chill, bud. And that is our second snook of the day. I think we're gonna get into them pretty good right now. I think I'm finding a pattern. They're just all sitting in the shadows. Took me a little bit to figure that out. I was kind of honed in on the mangroves. Mangroves got too shallow, so I was like, well, let me try the docks, and there they were. That's a giant trout. Jesus, dude, that's a giant trout. What the? Man, that was sick. I got a feeling he's gonna shake off here, but let's cross our fingers. Jeez, that was so awesome. Whew. Bait's working. Took till 1 o'clock to find some fish, but we did it. Oh man, that's a big trout. Whew. Let me try to steer him away from the trees here. It's like a 5-pound trout. Try to drop the stake down. Okay, good. We're in like 2 feet of water. Whew. Slide back here. That one came out of nowhere. I was expecting snook. Jesus. This is a big trout. Come here, buddy. Whew. All right, boys. Well, how about that thing for, hopefully it's not the final fish of the day, but I'm gonna keep fishing here. But that is the slam redfish, trout, and snook, all on the no live bait needed low mullet. I think this guy is going to be 27 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and get him back in the water here quickly, because you wanna take very good care of these fish that are this big, because there is not that many of them. So back in the water for this guy, let's go. Oh. All right, bud.